Presented by Church Tech U, it's the ProPresenter's show. On today's show, how to use NDISyphon to send ProPresenter's output over the network. Hi and welcome again to the ProPresenter's show. This is the show where I help you learn about ProPresenter. My name's Paul Allen Clifford, and before we get started, if you'd like to learn more about ProPresenter and related stuff, go ahead and click on the subscribe button and the little bell icon so that you can be the first to learn the new tips and tricks I share. In the past, I told you how to send ProPresenter's output over the network. The problem with that method is that the software to do it, NDISyphon, was discontinued not long after I told you how to use it. So, undaunted, I continued to look for a solution, and I found it. It's called NDISyphon, similar name, but with no 2. There's a link below the video to get it for yourself. So, let me show you how to use it. If you wanted to send the output of ProPresenter across the network to something else, let's say OBS for live streaming, or maybe you've got another instance of ProPresenter where you want the exact output. You don't need control or anything, you just want the output. Well, there's a neat little utility that's built in. So let's go into Preferences. Command comma will do it. You can also click up here and go to Preferences. And you'll notice under Display at the bottom it says Enable Siphon. Now, if you haven't seen my tutorial on what that does, it doesn't appear to do anything unless you're using it for something. So we're going to click Enable Siphon, and then I'm going to show you Siphon NDI, which is this little utility I found that will make it to where we can take the siphon output, which is basically just capturing the screen, and send it over the network to where it can be on the other end changed back to siphon if you want to, or not. Got one of these? Then you can get access for you and your team to all my courses and books, whether it's just a couple of people or multiple campuses. Just choose the multi-site plan if that's you. Oh, and I take purchase orders too, so if you'd like to automate training and take your church's tech ministry to the next level, go to tdm.fyi/CTU tutorial and get started today. Now back to the tutorial. So if you want to change it back to siphon, you use another instance of this free little utility NDISyphon, and it'll do it. You'll see once I have everything enabled, it'll show up there. So I'm going to click Enable here, and so we see the output, and look, here is an NDI client that just showed up. That's because I'm sending this via NDI. Now I have some options here. If I had the alpha key module, I could actually send alpha there just with that little checkbox. This is a neat little feature too, is I can select my audio source and send audio with this. So if you're sending video and audio, you could do it that way as well. And just when I click up here, you can see that it's the same thing. So if I go down here to a different one, you'll notice this starts with then were, because this is the King James Version, because it's royalty free, and now I've changed it to and the. So if we go back here to NDISyphon, you'll notice that it's changed in both locations. So that does track with what you're doing. You'll also notice that I have the ability to put in an external IP address if I wanted to get NDI from an external IP address. So that's something that is helpful as well. So I just wanted to show this to you in case you'd seen my tutorial earlier about using NDI to siphon, which is no longer available. Here's another little utility that does the exact same thing. In some ways, I like NDISyphon better. It's an all-in-one solution and it lets you tweak some of the settings, including audio. So give it a try and see if it works for you. If you like this video and want to see more like it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. But if you really want to level up your ProPresenter knowledge and want me to help train the people at your church or organization, just go to tdm.fyi/CTU tutorial and join for the first month for just $1 and for free for the first month with the yearly or multi-site plans. Until next time, this is Paul Allen Clifford from TrinityDigitalMedia.com and ChurchTechU.com reminding you to go out and change eternity.